And we are live. We're gonna do a quick testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. ¿Está? Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Vamos a ver. ¿No? Ok, espérame. Hago otra vez. Testing. Ya mejor, ¿no? Bueno.
Hello. Yeah.
Sí, ya.
Eso. Como que tiene que ser cuando está live, ¿no?
Sí.
Ya, vamos a bajarle porque se lo sé.
Hola a todos, muy buenas tardes. Espero que estén muy bien. Hoy día andamos estrenando un setup un poquito diferente.
Para nosotros, noches, baby.
Bueno, sí, para nosotros. Más bien para todos. Buenas noches a todos. Estamos aquí de regreso con another episode of
Let's talk, mi amor.
Let's Talk, mi amor. Ay, cómo me encanta cómo lo dices. Well, I hope everybody has been having a wonderful day. I know it's Monday.
Monday.
It's been a little bit crazy for us because I don't know why, but life school has a fall break.
Has a break called fall break.
I never heard of that. Apparently, they've been doing that for the past few years.
You say it. We never. I'm like every year we had it.
Seriously, to me, like I think I've only been aware of the fall break this year. Like to me, I thought it was like a new thing.
Because you're here most of the time.
Sí, ¿verdad? Damn. Okay. I guess because I wasn't really aware that.
Yeah. It's been every year.
That's a good thing about working from home. Now you are more aware about what's going on with the kids. So I keep looking to the computer, but I need to be looking that way. All right.
I know. Yeah. Like, ¿te estoy saliendo bien?
I know. We're trying to look at. Let's see.
I know, because I can look at my phone.
Sí, ¿verdad? But bueno, all right, guys. So tonight's topic is going to be about growing in generosity isn't always about money. And the reason why we wanted to start talking about that is because we actually had a really wonderful service last week, this past weekend actually. And I know, I feel like we wanted to just come here and express about like what we think about that subject in general. Talk a little bit about what we learned at church, and see if this is something that you might be wanting to know about. Because a lot of the times we think generosity is mainly just about money. Being generous just categorize you as being the
just to give.
Yeah, exactly. Like just being financially good. But I mean, I guess I would like to start this podcast asking you, what is generosity to you?
Generosity. First, and do we still do it in bilingual or no?
Yeah, no, those.
Those also, because I don't know.
Spanglish.
Hey, well, the primera tari was like, nomás de ser como in the side of the money side, like dar dinero, dar what you like your leftovers, no?
Mm-hmm.
But now that I learned that on Saturday that is more than that. It's living like how you treat people, how you willing to give time, like to do stuff.
Discovering your gift.
Yeah, andale. Yes, I was looking for that. You always take the worst, but yeah.
Discovering your gifts. Okay.
Yeah. What is it for you?
I feel como que, I mean, there is two similar words. I know one is generosity, and the other one is to be like, ¿cómo se dice? Bondadoso. How do you say that in English? Because I know generoso is one, right? Pero bondadoso means like there's a big difference, because like when you're generous, a generous person actually plans ahead. That's something that I learned in the past couple of years, where generosity is not something that is just spontaneous. Like, So a lot of people confuse that. Like when there's an opportunity to give,
You're just being generous that time.
you're just being generous that time, and it's not like como que it's in you. I guess como quien dice con lo que te sobra, with whatever is left. And funny enough, there's actually something that I saw online the other day that caught my attention because I mean it has thousands and thousands of shares. People been sharing it all over the place. And the caption is in Spanish, but it says that one day God will give you enough that with whatever is left, you'll be able to give away. And unfortunately, I don't agree with that.
No.
Because like a lot of people like shared it, and that makes it like everybody's goal, to like one day like God will bless me with a lot of money, with a lot in my plate. Like God will bless me with so much that I'll have in like whatever's left I'll be able to give away.
No.
And personally, I don't think that's something that generosity should be categorized as being generous. It's more like when you are planning ahead. Porque when you're not generous, if you're just giving como que whatever's left.
No, y también dicen que es more blessed to give than to receive.
Exactly. That's actually
So
like
that doesn't go with that.
no, like that, and just so you guys know, I know in the past, ¿cómo se dice? In the past podcast, we even talk about like our church, but that's one of the values of our church, that it's to lead people to be irrationally generous, like where you don't measure yourself, you're like over generous, and that's something that distinguishes the actual love of God. So going back to that little post that I was telling you, it's like I feel when you really want to be generous, you will plan ahead. You will make it as part of your finances to like where you want to give to people, and not just in finances. That's when we go back to the
Your time.
to the sermon. And just so you guys know, like that's something that I want to put out there. If you want to listen to the full sermon, it's gonna pump you up so good. You're gonna laugh a lot. You're gonna see life and generosity in a completely different way. But definitely, that's something I would encourage you guys to go watch. Like if you go to YouTube and go to Life Church, go to the videos, and it's gonna be the last sermon that was this weekend. Right now, we're going through a series called Good Life. The Good Life or Good Life? The Good Life, right?
The Good Life.
The Good Life. And it's actually talking about growing in generosity. That's actually the title of the topic for the sermon. And Pastor Robert, he's one of he's actually the pastor for a church here in Dallas called Social Dallas. So I want to give him a shout out. Like definitely that's something that completely, shift our mindset about thinking about the way of generosity. Because I mean, here like even in the beginning when I first started talking, I thought generosity was mainly just about money. Like having the resources to help people.
Yeah.
Right. But in reality, it's way more like beyond that. Because that's something that we even learned this past weekend, where he was talking about like how simply being like putting money in our on the table, right? Sometimes it makes us think like, como te diré? In the Bible they say que no, like we cannot serve two gods.
Two gods,
right? And actually money is one of them, and a lot of people don't realize it, but it takes to the point on the money takes over the way your head. Yeah, no, and like completely, because then you start getting greedy, you start getting wanting more, and
there's
then
not gonna be a limit.
You're gonna do anything or everything about money, right?
And we're not saying that being rich is bad. No.
And I feel como que, mira, es como una espada de dos filos. Because like a lot of people think like money is evil, right? It's
not
el camino a lo más malo. ¿Cómo le llaman? The route of all evil, or the truth of all evil, something like that. And ¿quién dice? Oh, Daisy, te saludo.
Daisy.
Yamolete, pues.
I miss you, Daisy.
You missed her. You saw her yesterday.
Es que no es lo mismo. Because me and her alone. Hasta decimos, si nos viera Armando y Julio.
Pues, ¿qué tanto hacen, canijas?
No sé, but we just talk. But anyways.
Anyways, and I get why people say that, pero or they say that money changed you.
Yeah.
Y one thing I've learned que en realidad no, it's like, I think when you have the ability to have money, it just strengthens the personality that you are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it will bring you like the truth.
And and it's not even like about the true colors. Like literally, when you have money in your life, that person that you truly are will come out in, or like actually like the person that you are right now will come out stronger. So, like for example, I hear a lot of people that be like, oh, if when later down the road, if God blesses me with more money,
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But you are waiting until God blesses you with more money. Like, why are you waiting?
What can you start right now?
Yeah.
With whatever you have.
What you have.
Mm-hmm.
Start with what you have. That's something that a lot of people don't want to like push or encourage. Como que, like, sometimes you don't have to wait until you're perfectly ready, until you have everything, until you have the finances. You can just start with what you have. And I feel como que in our minds, we are so picky about things.
I know.
That we want everything to be perfect, and then we end up not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're not there yet. So if you look at like the where you started and where you are right now, a lot of us are already in places where we were praying for.
Mm-hmm.
For those seasons, for those blessings that we were waiting for. But we completely took our minds off of that because you want more.
Mm.
So by the time you get to where you want it to be, you don't even
realize.
That's when you lose being grateful for what you have.
Uh-huh.
No?
Okay.
So I feel como que it's more important to actually like live in the present. So why? So that you can appreciate what you have in the moment. And when you appreciate what you have in the moment, then you are able to do what you prayed for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I got too technical on that, but
no, I get you.
I mean, that's like how I see where you don't need to wait until that perfect moment, until that blessing that you're waiting for, to be the person that you want to be.
Or como dijo él, start your gift.
Yeah, like there's something so cool that I learned this weekend too, and that's something that we wanted to share. A lot of, like, when God created, the heavens, and they talk, like in the Bible, how in the heavens everything is made of, like, the floors are out of, like, made of gold, the gates are of diamonds and silver and all these like expensive metals and luxuries, right? But when God created us, like he thought about the, like, one of the resources that you would think, like, really dirt.
We made of dirt, and then we go back to dirt.
Yeah.
When we die, that's the funny part.
So when we get to the point that when we think we're all that, yeah,
Oh, honey.
yes, and we were talking about that today in the morning. How sometimes we feel like there's people out there that feel entitled into, like, pretending or thinking that they are better than anybody just because they are wearing I don't know, like, expensive shoes,
So they have a nice car.
or a beautiful house,
or they have a lot of money, which, okay, it's good, but that doesn't allow you to feel more than other people.
and personally, that's something that I like. I'm very neutral, and when people that knows me, they know that I'm very como que, like, neutral to personalities. Like, I will treat a person like that is the janitor. I will treat them the same as if I was meeting the CEO or the owner of that company. And anybody, because I feel like everybody deserves that respect, especially to our elders. Uh, I don't care if you're rich or if you're poor, whatever, you're homeless. I will make sure that the respect is being treated equally. But when I get with people que está como que like over their head,
Oh, yes.
it's, I don't know.
Ya sabemos qué decirle. Oh, honey, you made a red dirt.
Yeah,
Humble yourself.
exactly. Like at the end of the day, we're made of dirt. And this is something so beautiful, guys. Like when God created the heavens and everything else, He didn't touch none of that. He was just like, like let this be created, let that be created, and He was just basically like pointing into those creations, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I learned is that we are the only humans, or the only creation that God made that actually put His hands on.
Not just his hands.
And no, hold on, like where He was able to like create
Se va a
us, right?
mirar así.
Like, and that's how I picture. Like when He was talking about that, like I picture God saying just like just grabbing dirt and just
Como el
making,
claro, ¿no? Como el barro.
cuando hacías los pastelitos de lodo,
Oh, yeah.
like that's how I
That
feel.
was
Like touching us with His hands and molding us. And then the most beautiful thing about that is like He gave us this something that we all have. That I actually, in my videos, I have a lot. Respiro mucho. ya no tanto, ya estoy flacando un poquito, so ya no me fatigo tanto, pero
Así se suena mi vida.
like the TikTok, no?
Yeah.
No, but that's so beautiful about that God gave us that, like the what we are able to breathe, the life,
Mm-hmm.
and we are like what I'm breathing in right now and exhaling out. It's something that God gave us, and we are the only species and the only creation that He did where we were blessed enough to create us with His own hands. Now, there's something inside of us that a lot of us don't take advantage of, and it's something that's why like each gift for each person makes wonders in a complete different way. That's when como que me abrió un poco más los ojos, because it makes total sense. He was talking about, like, for example, when like if like he put that example, I'm gonna use it like in myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I have a basketball in my hands, that basketball is going to be worth the same I pay at the store for that basketball, right? Because it's just a basketball,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a special gift for that basketball. But you give that same basketball, the same one that I just purchased from the store, and I give it to Michael Jordan. That basketball by itself is gonna be worth hundreds, millions of dollars, just because it's on Michael Jackson's hands.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
It's just
I don't have that gift. Michael Jordan does, right? That's Michael Jordan's gift of doing something. Just as this microphone right here, like, or actually this podcast, it's worth
whatever we pay for.
what we pay for this equipment. But you give this equipment to Dana, el dueño del UFC. He's like the top #1 podcaster in the world. You probably didn't know that, right?
Yeah, no.
But like,
I'm like, huh?
so it's that gift that each person has, and the good thing is that you can work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like little by little, you can become that, but you have to work for it. No es como que like God is gonna give you a gift, and then everything's gonna be automatic. Because like, I have the gift to do this. Like, no,
You have to start it.
you have to start. You have to work for it. And man, like honestly, when I learned that, it put me in a complete like different mindset. He was talking about the slingshot. You know what's a slingshot?
¿El
La
carro?
guillotina. Lo que avienta así como que catapulta las cosas.
Oh.
You give that to you para que
Según.
catapulque algo y pues nomás lo vas a aventar aquí. Like, you know, like it's not gonna be that much. Pero like that same slingshot was on David's hands. What did he do? He killed the giant.
Okay. La
Right?
resortera.
La resortera,
I
¿verdad?
was like,
The
what?
slingshot.
Yeah.
So, ¿qué otra cosa también dijo? The staff. De este... ¿Cómo se llama? El que abrió el
Oh, de Jonah, no, sí fue John, no,
Joseph.
Joseph, creo,
Yeah.
el que abrió el mar.
El que abrió el mar, okay. You give a staff to you and that's gonna be nothing, you know, hasta you even play with it, like, oh, es un mijito or whatever. But God put that staff on his hands. And he even opened up a river.
So people can
So the river
can
get out of slavery, can make something happen. So each and every single one of us have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Y si vamos por, en este caso, like Noah's Ark, you give me
wood.
wood y algo así, you know, like
I'm gonna make a bed.
I make me something, you know. But he gave wood and tools to
the ark.
to Noah, and what did he create? A big old ark that, you know, saved a bunch of animals and people to start all over.
Mm-hmm.
So the gifts, guys, that God gives us, it's very important because it's part of who we are and what we do. But it's not about just, you know, just thinking about, oh yeah, I have a gift. You actually have to work for it. But anyways, I mean that's something that really impacted me a lot. What about you?
What's my gift? What's your gift?
No sé. I guess ahorita, like in this season, I feel like my gift is more to continue to do what I do with like
What you doing?
marketing, the businesses, and helping people and the videos. And the more I'm working on it, is like the more I get blessed with. Like if we go back to, for example, and I didn't really want to talk about it, it wasn't even planned, but if y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, we were so excited that me and Yami were gonna start a partnership.
Oh, no, ¿para qué
You know,
eso?
no, espérame. Like we were so excited. We even announced it that, oh my god, you know, it's gonna be so cool. We even dedicated a whole podcast talking about like a new partnership that me and her were gonna do. And this is like, I'm not lying. That week that we were gonna get started, Yami saw like my phone was blowing up.
Left and right.
She even was like, oh, come on, you know, like, because we were at the restaurant, we were already like
doing stuff,
moving things around and everything, and all of a sudden we start getting like all this bunch of phone calls from current clients, new clients, people that I've talked to in the past that now they're ready to, you know, hey, I need a website, I need marketing, I need this, I need that. And I was like, oh my god, you know, like it was an overwhelming time because we really wanted to do the restaurant, but at the same time God is like como que calling us on the other hand, you know, like, hey, you know, like no, like slow down, keep doing what you're doing, like I got something better for you. But I was like, no, you know, like we're gonna do this. And literally we know that partnership literally only lasted like 2 weeks. God opened our eyes like in a complete way. We were like, damn, okay, you know, como que we're glad that we didn't even like keep going. Pero I felt como que God me dio esa como te tranquilidad. Like even though, yeah, it sucks because we invested time, money, and we had huge plans with it, like honest, true plans from the heart that we wanted to do and help that person grow with that business. Pero sometimes, I mean, it just gets to the point where God doesn't want that for you. You know, and I saw it. I was like, damn, okay. Y ahorita, se cayó
el mono.
Me espantó. I was like, what the heck? I thought it was like a rat or something.
Es que it doesn't, like si se separa este piecito, it doesn't.
It's too forward.
Yeah, that's why it has a stand. You know? I don't know where's the stand.
My son, he took that off his toys. And
it was yours.
No, sí, pero And if you see, I have Vegeta right there in the back.
Oh yeah, it has a stand like that one. But this
And
one, I don't know.
and one day he just came out of his room and he was like, "Look, I want you to put that on your podcast." So that's why we have those.
Still here.
But anyways, but yeah, I mean, that's something that, to be honest, como que I guess como que clear my mind.
Yeah.
And it made me realize, like, no, God has something better for us. And I mean, sure enough, this past week I've been like overwhelmed with ideas, projects, things that I'm like,
people keep calling.
People keep calling. Thank God, like new projects coming up, new connections, new things that are going on. Pero because I've been staying consistent with with what I know, what I'm worth, what I do. And it's just patience. I mean, sometimes I guess como que nos desesperamos and we just want things to be done quickly, but God is like,
then our plans are not the same as His plans.
Yeah, I mean,
it's His will.
If you want to tell a joke to God, just tell Him your plans.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, like if you want to make Him laugh, it's like, boom. And I feel sometimes like we don't. ¿Cómo te diré? Sometimes we want God to tell us, or we expect God to tell us something, but we get mad because He didn't told us what we told Him to tell us.
No, or like do what you tell Him you want it.
Yeah. O sea, como que ya, like, yeah, see, you told me, like, look, God. Like, and it's so funny because people keep thinking, like, como que then when you're part of, like, in a faith relationship with God, I don't think como que está bien que incluso trates como de manifestar las cosas.
No, like que hagas como you should do this.
Yeah, like por ejemplo, there's even books about it, the law of attraction, like talk about como que tú cierras los ojos and then tú pides y se te dará, ¿verdad? Y que when you focus your mind on it, es como que órale.
You're attracting.
You're attracting. You're doing this, pero I feel sometimes people take it to another level where
ya se cambia como el.
Yeah, because you forget, like como we were saying the other day.
Who you depend on.
Ya no lo haces como por la voluntad de Dios, or for God's will. You do it porque you want it, So when you're doing that, like when you want to attract something y todo, es como que like you're already telling God like, this is what I want and I want it. Like, because there's even people that tells you like do it in a way where you say exactly how you want it, what you want, the day, the time, the hour. And then he's like, hold on. So it's not God's will. And I used to think that was like true. About like como que tener esa mentalidad de que you pull the things that you want.
But it's que not everything that you want is good for you.
Exactly. You think it's good for you in the moment.
But maybe in the long term, it's not gonna be good for you.
And it can damage you. Like it's one of those situations on like you even have to be very cautious about the things that you want. Porque you never know. Like you think it might be something good temporarily. Pero like what's the. And here we go back to what I was telling in the morning. Do you want to be right or you want to be happy? And if you really think about it, como me dijo el chavo, like there's somebody that commented on last podcast on one of the videos. When I said that, like when you wanna, the person that always wants to be right, como que they always like. If you look at those people, they're always alone. What causes a divorce? Both parties want to be right. So one person wanted something and the other person wanted something. They both think they're right. And what ended happen? A divorce, split. They're by themselves. Right? Why? Because you want things to be done a certain way that you think it's right. And the other person thinks exactly the same thing. But just for them. So don't tell... so... And if you think about it, like think about all those people como... Because we all know somebody that wants to be right. Como que ellos siempre tienen la razón.
My kid.
Mr. Perfecto. We all have that one person, ¿verdad? Y si te pones a pensar, and that's something that even Aaron can notice, and I've talked to him,
I know, me too.
but a person that is always wants to be right está solo.
Está amargado.
It's by themselves. Or they have very few friends. Y es algo triste. Como que vas a terminar solo y amargado el resto de tu vida just because you want to be right the whole time. But anyways, let's go back into the generosity. I went into another part, pero
Siempre nos pasa.
a ver, ahora para ti.
Okay, I already told you.
No, like, tú me preguntaste del...
Oh, what was your gift?
Mhm.
No, I
What
don't
is
know.
your gift?
I'm still like 31 years old and I haven't figured it out.
I feel that you have a powerful prayer. And I've always told you that. You just don't practice it enough.
No me pongas así, bebé.
No, I mean, es parte también, like, somebody that loves you is not gonna, like, ¿cómo te diría? When somebody really
te va a
loves
decir tus
you,
verdades sin hacerte sentir mal.
no, pero like, it's always looking, somebody that loves you wants to see you grow,
Ujú.
¿verdad? And I call you out on the things que I know, pero porque I can see it and have experience it myself. So when I tell you, like, you have a powerful prayer, like, you have one of those gifts que como que Dios te escucha. Think about it.
Pues sí, I know, because like, even though if I pray, you know, like, like just in my mind, I guess me asumar, no, en el día, and I know it will happen. It's just like, I don't know why. Keep doing it. You know, have the little space instead of just like zooming out on the day.
Porque, I mean, think about this. And this is kind of contradictory about what I just said. De, ¿cómo se dice? Like, como que...
No, que vas a traer. No, pero eso,
What you attract.
to pray for your partner, like,
It's different.
it's different.
You're literally praying for the future person that wants to be right.
Yeah.
But look at what the power that you have. When you...
And it's just not that, it's like other stuff.
No, pero like, okay, when you were single, you pray to God to bless you with somebody that had no kids, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that had no vicios, nada de drogas, alcohol, none of that. You know, you wanted somebody that were like clean.
Yeah.
What else? What else did you pray for?
Like, pues me tratara bien, you know, like, to be there for me.
To be there for you.
Always. Aunque tuviera mal, aunque no tuviera la razón, pero to be there for me.
Y luego todavía, like, the night, okay. No se escucha muy acá como que ¡pum! Te ganaste la lotería con Julio. No. I'm not saying that, you know, pero like...
I never prayed to be a perfect man. No, it's just...
Right.
A specific stuff that I know I could work with other stuff, you know.
But, you know, here's the thing. Es que I feel that your prayer, okay, you pray that on yourself. ¿Verdad? That's like my man that I want in my life. Right? And you pray that out for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I came into your life, I wasn't the perfect guy.
No.
I was an ass. So, you know?
Mm-hmm. At the beginning.
But that night that you prayed for me changed completely. I felt the unnatural, como dicen, como lo sobrenatural.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo le dicen en inglés? Supernatural. Like, literally, that was like one of the feelings, and I'm not trying to like revive nuestra historia, or porque I've told about, you know, how we about that before, pero Yami's gift, and that's something that I keep telling her, and it's very intimate, and that's something that me and her like are constantly working on, and I want to get even more intimate with her, to where like she feels comfortable enough to pray the way that she knows how to pray with me. No, and I'm serious. Because you, like, when we're praying, we pray. Pero you shy out. You get like a little bit like, right?
I do it in my head. I do it like...
You do it in your head or whatever, or you let me do the praying.
Yeah.
Y ya terminamos y, amen, you know. But you don't do it. Like, you don't participate. So I'm trying to work with Yami to a point where we are both like praying intimately. Pero ¿Cómo lo digo? Like, I want to say it in words where you guys can understand it. Come on. Like, we are intimately making love through prayer. Because I feel como que your prayer tiene esa fuerza. Like, I still, like, people wouldn't think, like, they would think that I'm crazy when that feeling that I felt at night. When I got home, I honestly, like, that taste of beer was horrible. Como,
Yeah.
like, if I was drinking, I don't know, have you ever drank from a metal cup y como el rust?
Que te sabe metal, sí.
Yeah.
I had.
A mí me ha pasado, and that's exactly how I felt when I was drinking beer that night.
You know how you can taste it? If you put milk in una de esta de stain, the metal for a little bit and then you drink it, you will taste it.
Sabe, órale. And people wouldn't, like, they would think que estaba exagerando, you know, I was like overreacting on stuff, but that's how I felt.
But even, I know, like, también con Jay, que tantas, bueno, hasta con Aaron, when I was pregnant. Oh, because of this, you know, when I gave birth to Giovanni, they put me,
Con lo de la diabetes?
no.
Oh, yeah.
They put me blood, because I lost so much blood. Since that day, with Aaron, they were like, oh, we need to text his dad, because we don't have them to have this,
Que hasta pensamos que hasta yo también tenía algo, ¿no?
like, because if you had the same, I don't know what they call it, but it was something in the blood that it would, like, como chocar, and I wouldn't be able to get pregnant, because me iban a venir the best. But you didn't have it. So we were good. But when I got pregnant with Jay, como a los 6 meses, ¿no? Empezaron a decir, oh, es que she has this, she has that. I'm like, no, that's Star.
Yeah.
I prayed for this little girl. She's going to be okay. Because by then, I know que it was going to be a girl. And she got out of the hospital and she's like, fine. Nunca tiene nada.
That same day.
Yeah, that we got out.
You know, guys, and that's true. Like, now you brought me that back because they even induced Yaelin and she didn't come out. So they ended up doing una cesárea. ¿Verdad? ¿Cómo se dice cesárea?
C-section.
C-section, yeah. They ended up doing a C-section on Yami. And they were going to keep her in la... ¿Cómo se llama?
NICU.
En la, NICU, esa madre. Oh,
For the
incubadora. For the babies. And the day, I mean, that same day, because I was worried about Yelena. I was like, you know, como, like, everything that they put on my head that day, de que tenían, no sé, que anémica, y, like, they a bunch of stuff, ¿verdad? That same day que la pusieron en el little IQ, y I saw her, I told, like, literally, the nurse looked at me como que, how you so, she even asked me, how you so sure? Porque, like, even though she was tiny, like...
5 pounds.
A 5-pound little prietita, like, bien, mi hija, like, nació así como bien morenita, ¿verdad? No morenita, pero, you know, like, así, okay. When I saw her laying down, I saw Yami's posture, like, literally, the way that Yami sleeps at night, con una pata para allá y así.
And then they wrap her and she made like...
You know, no, como que she made a way out y todo, como que, let me fall asleep. I saw her, I was like, she's good. And that lady, like, looked at me, she's like, how are you so sure? It's like, we still need to, like, test her. Like, trust me, she's good. Like, you know, a sick baby, like, the way that they are, like all ripped up y todo, like, you know, like, oh my God. Like, I saw it with my nephew.
Oh, yeah, with Leo.
Like, Leo, like,
it was different.
You could see que, híjole, he's, you know, like, le falta tiempo. And he was there for a while.
For a long time, yeah.
Mija was just on, like, she was supposed to gonna be there for 7 days.
No. We were there 7 days because it was a C-section. No me dejan salir luego.
Ah, okay. Pero, like, literalmente, hasta they were gonna release her first.
No.
Nos habían dicho que you were gonna be released first and she was gonna stay.
She was gonna stay there for at least a month.
Y the same day you guys get out.
Yeah, we got out. No, she's fine. She's passing everything.
Yeah. I was like, man. See, and I didn't even know that you did a prayer for her.
Before. No, pues antes de...
I was praying my butt off the toe mientras estabas ahí. I was like como que... But I was nervous. Like, to me, it was different because I was nervous. Y luego when I saw the C-section too, I was like, hey, no. I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
Pero pues sí, ¿qué más?
I don't know. It's like, eso es en lo que me viene más a la cabeza.
I feel that's your gift. You just need to work
Yes.
more on it.
Okay.
Not calling you out, just putting it out there in front of everybody so that
So if anyone want to pray for something, mándenselo, dile.
you have that gift, baby. You're just way too humble to yourself.
I don't know.
¿Qué es lo que te detiene?
I don't know. I mean, I can do it alone. Don't get me wrong. Pero ya sé que me digan, do it like,
Sí, publicly.
that's something that it's like, no. That's the issue. Si un día, you know, you get on stage and you want to take me, I'll go. But no me pongas a hablar porque si no.
You're just stage fright.
Yeah.
But I'm here, like, en este caso conmigo.
I don't know, baby. Stop it. Esto es todo por él. Bye bye.
Eso es todo por hoy.
No te creas.
Anyways, guys, let's talk about next week. Well, I need to confirm.
We need to confirm it, yeah.
We need to confirm, but next week we're actually gonna have our first podcast guest, okay? And we're actually pretty excited about that porque it's a couple that we love so much, we look up to, and they are basically like nuestros padres adoptivos, our adopted parents. Like we adopted them as our parents. Sorry, Daisy, if you're watching this.
Ya la cambiaron a ella también.
Yeah, sí, ¿verdad? No, pero like we really want to bring them because it's a very interesting story. This couple, they've been together for a little bit over 11 years. 10, 11 years?
No, son igual que nosotros.
Same.
Yeah.
Árale. They've been together for like 10 years. Pero, like, this is where it's gonna get so cool porque the husband, Nasir, he doesn't like, he understands Spanish. He said he understands about 70% of a conversation. But when you're going too fast, then ya lo perdiste.
Yeah,
you know, like, he's lost. And
she doesn't really.
And Rosie doesn't really speak English.
It's like, what?
And they've been together for 10 years.
Maybe that's the key, baby.
Hey, you know what? Nah. No, like donde no se entienden al 100% y cada loco con su tema. No, but regardless of that ¿cómo se dice? Barrera or esa barrier, they've actually built like a beautiful marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Y que we want to bring it on board over here. That's why I kind of did this setup, like to kind of like
test it,
get ready, test it, porque we want to do something donde podamos like have a good conversation and, you know, tell us how they doing it. Like, you know, like this language barrier and they still, you know, working together, supporting each other, having each other's back. And the way that they model, like, that's like a marriage that I would like to learn about, learn from. So we're excited. Hopefully that's gonna be next week. I don't want to promise it, put it out there like that, but we need to confirm. They said yes yesterday. We had a little barbecue at their house, but hopefully, you know, if God permits, we're gonna be able to have them here next week. You know, have something different. Have something different. We're also gonna have some other talk the following weeks about Halloween, and
there you go, Daisy. I'm explaining it to you because I don't think she gets.
De que por qué lo quieres así, bueno.
Que por qué no quiero. I'm like, I don't do it.
And I want to do another one, and that's something that I just show you. Tener un podcast con AI.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was so cool. The way that like AI has been so evolved. I've been having conversations with AI
all the time. Hasta lo regaña.
Hasta me regaña o yo lo regaño.
No, tú a él.
O yo lo regaño.
Whatever it is.
Pero no, y es hombre, like literally is like a guy that I talk to.
Oh.
You can change it to
a woman?
To a woman's voice, but I don't like it because then how it's getting. Me acuerdo de la película que Rubén y yo will watch.
No manches.
And No, but it makes me feel weird. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather just keep it to like I'm talking to a guy.
Mm.
But anyways, all right, guys. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time. If you have the time, I'll suggest you to go and see that sermon from this past weekend. Like I said, simply just Google Life Church. Go to the videos tab, and it's the last video that they posted, and watch it. You The way that you're gonna see generosity in your life is gonna change. Like the way that you see is gonna change the way that you think completely about the gifts in your life, how to use them properly, give everything, no nada más, porque like this is one of the things that que dice ahí como que we want to put our gifts on a pedestal y dárselo a Dios, ¿verdad? But then you want to hide all your insecurities, todos tus
No.
defectos, all of
Had to
that,
give it all.
tus problemas,
Your dirt.
todo, like exactly, yeah, like everything that belongs to God, put it on God's hand, and let Him make wonders with everything that you have, not just your gift, but your life and everything that you got going on. So that's something that's definitely gonna change the way that you think. And I'm actually happy that we're able to get on here tonight and just share that with you guys on, because definitely that's something que te puede ayudar.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, guys.
And after watching that, watch the other ones.
Yeah.
Go to the first one.
No, I'm serious. It's
You can have a church online.
right now there is so much going on, and I don't mean to get out of subject, but
It is.
the reason why me and Yami these past couple of podcasts are talking more about God, it's not planned. To be honest, it's something that's just coming to us naturally, where we feel.
We didn't even like practice.
Well,
We'll just say we're gonna talk about this and yeah.
Yeah. But personally, I think como que the need que, like, we need more people to know, like, to know the good news, to know about a loving God that is truly in our lives. And I've even had people. I had a lady. Okay, if y'all follow me on Facebook, I try to post a prayer daily.
Mm-hmm.
And recently I had a lady that commented. I unfriend her. It's like the third time that she does that, where she's like, church Facebook, what is this? No, this is not church. Like some, I don't remember exactly what she posted, but como que she's getting annoyed of me always sharing something about God, right? And unfortunately, she's Christian.
I know manches.
Yeah, like she goes to church y todo, aparece, pero she said that on social media it's not okay for us to talk about God. Como que leave that to church.
And then here we go.
And that's because of people like that I will continue to spread the word of God. I will continue to share prayers.
See, that's
and
your
stuff
gift.
porque,
Mine, I won't get mad.
oh my God, yeah, man. So, if we posted that TikTok actually about like, ¿te gusta manejar? Oh my God.
Ah, tía, baby, ¿qué tal?
I think that video was supposed to be backwards. I don't know. Guys, like, I used to be like that. Like, era bien pionero. Pero tú, like, if somebody cuts Yami off, yeah. No, she's not like grosera, like de groserías.
No, but you can see my face that I'm like,
I'm like, God damn.
no, but
One day, because like Yami said que she's because she don't like to fight and no sé qué tanto. I already predicted this. One day Yami's gonna call me crying. "Oh, baby, this lady wants to beat my ass." Like, watch.
whatever. But it's good people like that. That's why they call you hypocrite. Que you talk about God, pero nomás cuando te conviene. Like, really? Why?
I don't know. I will always continue to talk about God. Like, I don't
Pero
care.
si fueran viejas o viejos encuerados ahí, oh, that's okay.
Pues no, even Facebook blocked me the other day. Like, and I made the appeal, and they didn't let my post back. I talk about like the intimacy of praying with your spouse. Like what we were just talking about. Que,
Ahorita nos bajan el live por eso.
ay, ahorita nos lo van a quitar. But literally, like, if you guys were able to see that post where I share about like the intimacy of praying with your spouse, Facebook flagged it because
Maybe because you said nomás BED, no? BED.
bed.
In.
Pues sí, ¿verdad? Porque hace que,
Maybe, but it's like, come on, read the whole sentence, not just get that word y ya flag.
I don't know. I felt bad, como like literally just because I'm encouraging couples to pray together. They flagged me, and I'm like, so maybe I should be like shaking my butt para que me acepten. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be shaking my butt and putting like Bible verses in the back para que. That's how I'm gonna spread the word of God. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. I hope y'all had a good time. Watch the next podcast coming up because we got some stuff coming up, and little by little we're gonna be making some changes on this like living room / studio.
Everything.
Everything.
Slash everything.
All right, guys. Love you. You have a good night.
Night night.